Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Wendy. I just filmed a chaotic video on this Chloe that clearly illustrated how rusty I am with doing videos, but I really wanted to do that video just concentrating on this bag, and then it ended up being rambly, and hopefully it's helpful to whoever chooses to watch it. But I wanted to come in and do a second video. Hopefully it won't go too long. Hopefully I won't be rambling too much, but I just wanted to come on here and just sort of give you guys a channel update and a life update. Nothing dramatic, everything is good. I just demonetized all my videos and I stopped making videos earlier this year for lots of reasons. I was really feeling that the luxury YouTube market, whatever you want to call it, was oversaturated and changing, and didn't really speak to me, and in some ways it still doesn't, just because I'm not really focused on, shopping and material things, and I don't want to come on here and just do content just to provide content. And so what I did is I went through and I demonetized all of my videos, and in true transparency, it's also because I didn't want to make money off them, because now YouTubers need to pay tax, we need to declare our YouTube income. And at that point, because I wasn't planning on coming back and doing videos, I just didn't want to make any money off it, because it just ends up messing me up for taxes. So that was a big incentive for me to demonetize it. I did keep all the videos up there that I've done since I returned the second time. And so you can just view them now without having to go through ads. And then took a good long break. I think it's been about 8 months. And I have been, I went up to Canada in July. And I had not traveled for years. I am that person that got my shots, I got my boosters, I did everything right. I wore my masks when I was told to, because I'm a rule follower. Went up to Canada, got COVID. It was depressing as hell, I have to tell you. I was in a basement at my sister's house for like a week, feeling very sorry for myself. And then I flew home and had another week before going back to work. And I don't know. It's weird. It's like after COVID, during COVID, because of COVID, I don't know what it is, but it's almost like I'm socially awkward now, and I'm very protective of my energy and my peace. Like, I do everything that I can to protect my peace. So I've become very quiet, and I've become very kind of like insular and careful. I don't know how to explain it. And here I am putting myself out here for you guys, but since I got back from Canada, even before that, actually, I have a daily yoga practice that means the world to me. So I will work and come home, and it's just like brushing my teeth. Like, I don't even think about it. I come home, I throw my mat on the floor, I open up YouTube, and I find a video to follow. I was a certified yoga teacher for many years, and so I have a true appreciation for correct alignment and all the rest of it. So that is really important when you're doing yoga videos from home. You want to make sure that you're safe. But I love it. I love it so much. It's everything to me. So I will come home, and whatever mood I'm in, like if it's an hour sort of harder intermediate yoga class, or if I'm just in the mood for 15 minutes gentle evening class, stretches before I go to bed. But every single day for about a year and a half, 2 years, I don't know when I started doing it. Minus the time that I had had COVID and was recovering from COVID, and a couple other days here and there, I've been doing yoga, and I've been doing it straight for the last 6 months, and it has radically transformed my body. I will be 56 next month, and I feel like I'm in the best shape I have been in a very, very long time, maybe if ever. I was having a lot of pain because I had a very violent fall a couple years ago. My dog cut me off on concrete, and so my knees were chronically hurting all the time, my hips, my lower back, my neck, and also my hands. I was getting arthritis and stuff, and my daily yoga practice has just been phenomenal. Like, my balance poses, my flexibility, my pain, everything. It's been life changing. I'm not going for long walks anymore. I just come home every day and do yoga. Accompanying that, I started doing intermittent fasting. So around August or September, maybe a little around that time, both Just Jennifer and Andre's World posted videos on their intermittent fasting journey. And Andre and I have been going back and forth because we're both at the same age and we're both going through some of the same health concerns, and we're both fighting. Were fighting weight, and Jennifer had amazing results. I don't remember. She lost like quite a bit of weight, and Andre did too. And so I started thinking about it and looking into it, and I thought, this is the easiest thing ever. So in September, I started doing intermittent fasting, and I started easy, like doing 16 hours of fasting and 8 hours of eating. So what happens is, and you should go back and watch their videos because they're much better, and there's lots of videos from professionals like Dr. Fung and other professionals that talk about fasting. But in a nutshell, what it is you have your eating window and you decide what that is. So let's say you want to have a 6 hour, an 8 hour, a 4 hour, a 2 hour. And some people do only one meal a day. It's called OMAD, one meal a day. And then you decide what your fasting window is. I use an app called Zero that I love. So I can go in and I can say, I'm going to start eating now, ending my fast. And then when I decide that I'm going to end my eating window, I click that. And so it tells me like when I'm at 16 hours, when I'm at 18 hours, when I'm at 20, whatever the case may be. I don't have like a uniform. Every day is different for me. So in general, during the week, I will do like an 18-6 or even like a 24. So I will eat breakfast around 7 in the morning, and breaking my fast. And most people fast throughout breakfast, but I don't. I need to eat breakfast. I always have. So I will usually have yummy, delicious avocado toast, sometimes a couple hard-boiled eggs, my matcha latte, and I will go off to work, and then I don't snack. I don't feel the need to snack at all. And then around lunchtime, I will eat like a really good meal, a turkey burger, some sort of protein. I find like I need protein. So I'll have chicken or turkey or, sometimes even beef. And then I'll hit starting fast, and then I will not eat at all until the next morning. There was about a week, like a few days to a week, that were really, really hard for me to adjust. I was getting headaches. I was hungry. But when you're in your fasting window, you only can have water, black coffee, and unsweetened tea. So herbal tea, green tea, whatever the case may be. And then when you're in your eating window, you can eat whatever you want. You should avoid things like processed foods and all the rest of it, but I eat whatever I want. And then during the weekend, sometimes I will do one meal a day. So I will wake up, I'll have like my green tea in the morning so I don't get headaches, like anti-caffeine headaches. And then what I love to do is go down to Tender Greens here in Irvine, and I will eat around like 11:30. I will have steak, mashed potatoes, a beautiful salad, maybe some roasted vegetables. I will have dessert. I will have like a carrot cake or a cheesecake or something like that, or even just a cookie because I like to have something sweet. I will always have my matcha latte because I love that. And then I hit start fast, and then I will fast till the next morning. So what happens when you do that is you allow your body to go into something called autophagy. So what autophagy is like, and again, I'm not a medical professional, this is just what I know from doing my research, is that your body eats itself. It's self-eating. That's what it means essentially. So what it does is it starts going into your fat reserves, and it starts consuming that. It goes into other cells and it starts kicking out, they call it the recycler. So it goes into the other cells in your body and it starts kicking out the junk that's in there to recycle, to get rid of. I guess from the research, there's been really powerful research that this is really essential to prevent Alzheimer's and dementia. Again, I'm not a doctor. This is just from what I've been hearing. But what it does is autophagy, self-eating, whatever you want to say, goes into the cells in the brain, and it starts recycling unnecessary materials in there. Again, I don't know, but I can tell you that I have a lot more mental clarity. And what it does is it's phenomenal for inflammation in your body. So I used to have a lot of arthritis in this hand, like it was starting to really be painful. None. I don't have inflammation. I'm sleeping through the night. My tummy troubles are all gone. TMI, but my bowel movements are amazing. and and that's partly the avocado that's in my diet too. Like avocado is a superfood. If you don't eat avocado, if you don't eat avocado toast, if you don't like the taste, just give it a try, because avocados have more potassium, they have fiber, they have tons of vitamins and nutrients that are really good for your body. So, and intermittent fasting now, I'm never hungry. Like I am never hungry. In the evening, if I start getting like, oh, you know, like maybe a little twinge of hunger or something like that, I will drink peppermint tea. I love to have peppermint tea before I go to bed. Sleepy time tea, I like having that too. But I'm just like, when I'm in my fasting window, I'm never hungry. I don't snack. And so that's a big point with this, is like, when I was a little girl, I remember my mom would always make me breakfast. I would have like a sandwich for lunch, and then I would have dinner. And we didn't complain about being hungry at night. Like, you didn't go saying, can I have some chips or can I have a snack? It'd be like, no, you should have ate more at dinner, and now you have to wait till breakfast. That's what our bodies need. Our bodies need time to fast, to go into autophagy. And then breakfast is when you break your fast. And from, you know, everything that I've been reading, I've been watching, like breakfast, the whole concept of breakfast, of being the most important meal of the day, may or may not be true, but it likely is not true, because you need to give your body time to recycle the unnecessary material that it doesn't need. I cannot explain to you what a phenomenon this has been in my life. And people have been confused. Like at work, they're like, I've actually had people tell me that when you're losing too much weight, I will tell you that okay, so just to backtrack a little bit, and the whole reason why I started this was in August, I was going to an event and I pulled a dress out of my closet that I haven't worn for a while. I wear this dress maybe once or twice a year. I put it on, I could barely get the zipper done up. I'm like, what the hell? And then when I was sitting there at the event, like if I took a deep breath, I was like, am I gonna split the zipper on my dress? Like, what the hell's going on? And then there was one day I was walking at work, and we have all these glass windows, and I caught myself in the window, because it was like 6:30 in the morning, so it was still dark, and I was like, whoa, like I was big. So I was like, you need to weigh yourself, because this is not all right. And so I'm 5'9". I've always been about, like for the last 10, 15, 20 years, I've been about 130 to 135 pounds. Got on the scale, I was 146.8 pounds, something like that. And I was like, what the, like, when did this happen? But I had been over the summer eating a lot of stuff. Like I would eat these puddings that I found at Gelson's that were great. Vanilla puddings with vanilla pea pods in them, and chocolate covered graham wafers, and having dinner and like eating something before I go to bed and all the rest of it. And it just like crept up, and I was like, what? I got to get a handle on this. 146 pounds on me. Like I never thought I was going to ever see like a 1-4 anything. And so I started intermittent fasting, and on the Zero app to chart my eating windows and my fasting windows. There's also a phenomenal Facebook group called, I wish I could remember exactly what it's called, but it's like intermittent fasting for women in their 40s, 50s, and 60s or something. There are tens of thousands of women from all over the world that are on this. And it's a loving, supportive place where we all give support and love to each other. And it's women all over the world, like all over the world. And, you know, they have their starting weight, their current weight, and their goal weight. And it's just this encouraging group of women who are there for each other, just giving tips about, you know, how to stay on track, especially over the holidays, and just, you know, not beating themselves up when they fall off the wagon. And with me, I am not dogmatic about anything. Every day is different. There are days where it's like, I'm going to have some chips and it's 8 o'clock at night. I don't care. So I'll have like a couple handfuls of potato chips. I started at 146.8, whatever it was. My goal weight is 130, 130-ish. I am down to 136. I lost 5, 6, 7, 8 pounds just like that. And then I kind of stalled. And then I find that if I do the same thing, or if I eat the same foods or in the same pattern for too long, I kind of stay where I am. But then it's like tricking your body. So then I'll do like OMAD one day on the weekend, and then I don't know, I'll just have like a normal 6 or 8 hour eating window. I feel like I'm rambling, and I feel like I'm not staying on course with this, but again, it's been a while since I've done a video. So I have a daily yoga practice. Like you can see, I'm very strong. Like I'm just strong, like my core, my balance, my legs. I go to my chiropractor, and my chiropractor's so happy with my progress. He's just like, Wendy, you're doing great. You're, very, very healthy. And I heard a couple people say a long time ago, and recently again, that you're only as healthy and you're only as young as your spine is flexible. So doing daily cat cows and doing daily yoga is just it's just been transformational in my life. So there's been that, and there's also been my financial health. So about the same time, like late August, early September, I sat down and I got a couple pieces of paper, and I put everything in black and white. And I'm turning 56 next year. I have to work for another 11 years before I can retire, but I want to retire in a healthy, good place. So I wrote down my credit cards, I wrote down my savings, I wrote down my investments, and it was all out there in black and white. And I thought, why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you sabotaging yourself? What is this about? Like, what is this about? Why are you buying all this stuff that you don't need or want? Like, what is going on? And so I had to face some like real truths about myself. I had to, I dug deep. That's all I can tell you. I dug deep. So on September 15th, I decided I'm not shopping anymore. I remember on December 15th, I bought myself a pair of sweats that I was looking for, cropped blue pockets. They were regular like $45. I got them for like $25. And so I thought, okay, good. That's your purchase for September. And then in October, I hadn't bought anything. I rarely go to shopping centers. I rarely go to malls. I'm not into it. I don't want to go. Like every now and then my husband will say, like, Wendy, can we go down to Dick's? Can we do that? Whatever. Like, I just don't want to go. I don't want to go to malls. I have no desire. But my one perfume that, Royal Oud by Creed, it's back there. I hadn't used it for a long time, and I used it and I just fell back in love with it. I only had like a little tiny bit. So then I started looking for it. It was basically sold out everywhere. And then I found out they were discontinuing it. So I kind of like panic bought that. So I bought my one pair of sweats in September. I bought Royal Oud in October. And then I don't even think I bought anything in November. Can't really think of anything. And then I bought this in November because it was like a tremendous deal and I wanted it and whatever. I didn't need it. And then that's it. And then for Christmas, my husband and I aren't even buying each other presents this year. I told everybody I'm not doing Christmas. We're just not. I bought the necessary gifts that I had to buy for people at work, for the gift exchange and that sort of thing. I told my friends and family back home, I love you. I'm taking this year off. I'm not doing it. I have huge financial goals for 2023. I'm not going to like completely deprive myself. I'm not saying that, but I look in my closet and I look in my life and I have everything that I need. Everything. I've got all the shoes I need, all the bags that I need, all the sweaters, blouses, pants, jeans, sweats, whatever. Like I have everything that I need. There's nothing that I need or want. I have all the jewelry that I need and want. I'm wanting for nothing, which feels amazing too. And so what it all comes down to in my life is that I feel like I've proven to myself that I have self-control, I have self-restraint, I'm not self-sabotaging. It feels like adulting on steroids, and it just feels amazing. It feels amazing to have control over my weight, my mental health, my financial health, Jay and I have never been in a better place. My relationships are very, I'm very protective of my peace. I'm very protective of my energy. And I kind of have to say thank you to COVID for that, because, I don't do things that aren't for my highest and best good anymore. I don't have conversations. I don't overreact. I don't know. It's been this transformational experience that has felt very, like, I'm very protective of it. And so even talking about it feels like I don't know, like it just feels like like I'm putting myself out there. So, but I did want to talk to you guys and just tell you that that's where I've been. That's where my thoughts are. That's why I haven't been here. I will come and I will do videos every now and then, but it's only going to be if I feel like it's worthwhile. I'm not coming on here just to give you guys content, or I don't know. Does any of that make sense to you? Does any of that make sense to you? Am I just babbling? But my content is demonetized. My videos are demonetized, and I do still interact with you guys in the comments, not as often as I used to, just because I'm not really in the material world as much as I used to be, if that makes sense to you guys. I'm entering a new chapter in my life, a new phase of my life, where I'm just fully appreciating the fact that I'm an old lady. Like, I'm going to be 56 years old, and I'm calling myself that. I don't get Botox anymore. I don't get filler anymore. I'm letting myself settle into what it feels like to enter into this new phase. I almost take pride in telling people that, hey, I'm 56 years old. I don't need to be doing all that kind of stuff anymore. And so it's different. It's different for me. I kind of miss the old days, the old YouTube days, where we all just, I don't know, where there was that camaraderie and that friendship and companionship. I still do communicate with a lot of my old YouTube friends, and especially over on Instagram, I still communicate with a lot of people that I was able to become friends with because of this, people that watch my videos and watch other videos. But I feel this like shift with a lot of us. I just feel a shift. I just feel that we're all focusing more on what's truly important. Yeah, so that's it. 22 minutes later. But if you have any questions about my yoga journey, yoga teachers that I love. So I love Yoga by Cassandra. There's a Black yoga teacher named Nico that I love. Why can't I think of, the Yogi Witch. I love her. She calls us her coven. But I'm just, but I'm doing on average about 25 to 30 minutes of yoga every day, and that's all I need. If you have questions about intermittent fasting, I don't know that I can really answer those because I'm not a trained professional, but there's so many amazing YouTube videos out there done by physicians, doctors, and dietitians that you should watch if you're into it. But it's been a miracle in my life, and it's the easiest thing that I could ever do. I know it's not for everyone. One of my sisters tried to do it and her body just couldn't handle it. Like, it wasn't for her. But I hope all of this makes sense. I'm not judging people for buying stuff. I'm going to continue to buy stuff, for doing videos on their stuff. It's just not something, it's not the focus of my life anymore. And I'm feeling good about that. So I hope you guys all have a Merry Christmas. I'm going to upload this on the 24th or the 25th. And I hope you guys are all doing well and making decisions that are best for you and your loved ones and your families. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys again in sometime. Take care, everyone. Bye.